G'day folks, Chris McLean back again, and in the studio today I've got Abdallah Hawshar from Crown Digital Agency out of Beirut, Lebanon. We were just talking about the 2 nights that I spent in Beirut years ago. Need to head back and check out the infamous club scene over there. Crown Digital, based in Beirut, they specialize in social media marketing as well as SEO. They do lead generation, press releases, and they do that for all types of businesses. And they help those businesses get their online presence organized, making sure that their messaging's right, the message is reaching the right audience, they're being as creative as possible, and that they're keeping up to date with all of the trends, which in the digital marketing space is always changing and always difficult, right, to stay on top of those trends.
Exactly. Yeah.
So take us through Crown. How did this? So you've been operating a couple of years now, I believe.
Yeah, it's been about like when we started, me and my friend, like it's about 3 years ago when we started. We started like it was the idea like to start like Instagram pages to flip it, like to make base audience to flip Instagram pages. Okay. So we can make some good money. After that, our thoughts changed and our plans totally changed. Like we see like we work on a great plan. We see massive results, massive reach in our post. So we get back again and plan like how about to leverage our skills and like open a digital marketing agency and like make more profit than flipping pages. Like it's much more better like to work for to help people as the same as we did. I do have 2 pages like we started about 2 years ago. The dark side of truth, we probably talk about like stuff, conspiracy, politics, you know.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So yeah, it was like our first work, and it's really a massive success for us. We make
so was that something you were planning to flip? That was something was that something you were planning to build and flip, or that was a passion project?
Yes, but it was a plan to flip, but we regret that plan, and we changed it to like to make our digital agency.
Tell me about flipping. Like, how does something I've vaguely heard of, but how does flipping Instagram pages work? So you build it up and then you sell it to somebody who wants to take over that site as a business, or take over that handle, that account. Is that how that works?
You mean the flipping? The flipping, how it works?
Flipping of Instagram pages is not something that I'm familiar with.
Yes, we grow pages organically. Like after like let's say 10K, 20K, we just offer it for people they are interested. We will give them the username, the password, and they will pay for that. Depends on the number of the followers.
And they'd use that to try and monetize that or something. That's really interesting. Obviously you had a real solid skill set in building Instagram. So did you, when you started the agency, did you base it around Instagram marketing, or did you sort of go, because you're sort of a bit full service now, did you start with Instagram? Is that kind of where you took that skill set into the agency space?
Yes, we first specialized in Instagram. Like our main focus was on Instagram pages. And later on, we developed our skills into Facebook, into YouTube, into TikTok, and even on even LinkedIn also. So yeah, we specialized in the most platforms, social media platforms.
Yeah, right. How did you? Was that? I mean, each of those platforms is quite distinct. Like they're quite different. They're sort of the context of those platforms is quite unique. When you think you compare TikTok to Instagram. Did you have to do a lot of kind of re-education or learning for each of those platforms, or were you just kind of, you're probably one of these younger guys that's just a digital native and you just pick stuff up really quickly? How was that transition, like sort of stacking platforms for you?
Okay, let me give you a quick tip. Mostly all social media platforms, like they have in general, I'm talking in general, they have like some points according to algorithm, like they have some common points, you know.
Yeah.
Like if we want to talk about TikTok and Instagram, especially when it comes to reels, or like in general, if we want to talk about the algorithm, how it works, uh, probably both of them works on the engaging rate, engaging factor, how much the people engage, how much you will get more reach. So when people engage on your TikTok videos, gradually your video will go probably to more people. TikTok will be recommending it to more people. Same as Instagram, the same concept on Instagram. Instagram and TikTok increase the reach based on they see quality. They work on factors like the save, the share, and the comments. They are the three most important factor. The algorithm looks for it. So
Okay.
after that, like when the algorithm sees like it's a massive reach, or the massive, like people are like saving, sharing it a lot, the algorithm here will say, oh, it's a quality post, let's hire it up. So let's
Yeah,
hire it
right.
up to more people. Like let's make it get higher reach. As we know, like TikTok and Instagram and probably YouTube, and Facebook. At the end of the day, they are their plan or their target is business. So the more you let people on their platform, the more the algorithm will reward the creator. So most of the people, like most of creators, probably they are not patient well to wait and let the algorithm work for them. So it's a yeah, I do really recommend to people to be patient, to work on their content, right, and to wait. It's about time. It's just about time and the content.
I mean, yeah, patience and social media is kind of an interesting combination. So you kind of think of it as this like fast-paced,
Yeah.
instant gratification, like everything needs to happen overnight. If I'm not don't have 1 million followers in 3 days, it's not working. So that's really interesting
Yes.
that you how do you talk, how do you have that conversation with clients? So I find like that might be interesting to talk to clients about. Okay, we need to wait a week, a month, like what sort of waiting time are you experiencing generally? I know
Yeah, I usually
it's gonna change, but and how do you have that conversation with the client where they might be expecting, that fast result?
I usually tell my clients, like it's a long-term project. It's an investment. It's not like I'm paying for a like a Netflix service or stuff like that. It's an investment in your social media presence. It's in your online presence, in your brand. So when it comes to one, like making the deal, before making the deal, it's I will tell them, are you willing to like wait 6 months, 1 year to see results as I did for myself. So probably people's like, as according to my experience and what I've seen, people have insecurities in numbers. Like it's really frustrating me when people like, oh, let's make like 10K followers and it will be great. Like I said, like what will you like what is the benefit of 10K followers and your sales are zero? Like what the
Yeah.
common here, like what doesn't make any sense. And and more people, like it's some insecure people, they told me how to buy fake followers. So we make people psychologically think that we are like we have the end of so many hours. Like I said, it's pretty not
Yeah.
good. Like it's prohibited. It's an unusual activity to Instagram or Facebook or whatever social media platform, because they will like the algorithm will punish you, like no reach, your
No
account will be
engagement.
shadow
Yeah.
banned. So these unusual activities, much people they don't have like the awareness about that. Yes, and even the engagement rate
Yeah.
will goes down. Most people they do not accept the idea. Yeah.
Yeah, like you're saying up front, though, that comes back to engagement, right? I might have 10,000 followers, but then if every post has one like and no comments and no shares and no engagement and no one's watching my videos because I've bought likes, or my content's just rubbish, right? My content's just rubbish and people aren't enjoying it, that's going to get punished. So it's better to have 100 followers or 1,000 followers and get really good engagement, right? That seems to be the more important metric than having that vanity
Yes,
metric
exactly.
of large numbers of followers. So when you talk to clients, that's what you're talking about. You're talking about let's get that engagement rate up. And how, I guess that next piece, how do you, I mean, this is the what everyone wants to do on all of these platforms is have engagement. But as an agency, you talk about creativity and trends. How do you go about making sure that the brands you're working with have that engagement? Obviously, that's something that changes depending on what type of product it is, what the brand is, what their messaging is. But what are some of the things that you do to make sure that engagement is happening? Is it stuff like storytelling? Is it using the right hashtags? Is it more technical stuff? How do you kind of ensure that for your clients that you're getting that engagement? Yeah.
If it's an educational post or informative post, yes, for sure. That's probably a big yes for an engagement. Also, we use the right hashtags. Also, we do engage with our followers. We do target the right audience. We do our research, like the competitor research before posting. Like we do make an analysis, general analysis, like what's other competitors are doing. We do we see what they're doing, and we do like a good plan, much better from them. So even we do like contact our followers on probably daily basis, or if they have a question, like we build an audience to build a reputation with them on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, to transform them into a fan base. So when they are transformed into a fan base, like it's probably more like a yes to sell any product or service in an easy way. So there are stages to build it, like in engagement, talking to followers, like helping them, like giving free giveaways, like free educational stuff, ebooks,
Yeah,
to
so
keep
it's
them
really
connected.
so it's really a two-way street, right? If you want engagement as a brand, you better be engaging with your audience as well, right? So
Exactly.
give them something so they can give you something back.
Exactly.
I love that, and I think that's I like to ask questions that are sort of posed from the devil's advocate kind of perspective, and that was a perfect answer. I think a lot of brands, a lot of people out there think that there's like if I just do this one thing, right? If I just put the right hashtags, I'm going to get engagement, or if I just do I put this type of sound on TikTok, I'm going to get all this engagement and I'm going to grow. But that's rarely the case, and that's why people like yourself and agencies in general understand that it's more than that one thing. It's 10 things stacked on
Yes,
top of each
exactly.
other in the right sequence at the right time. And that's the secrets that we know as agency owners, that's how we help brands, that it's actually not one trick or one tool or one hack. It's about going through a process and going through the right sequence of events and the right things at the right time. So again, even some agencies can pitch, right? Oh, we'd just do this, just focus on this one thing, just do hashtags, just do that.
Yes,
But
it's probably many factors. It's not just one factor. It's probably many factors, and like I do like face problems, like the people, like I don't know like why they take it in a way like it's silly work. I usually tell people this: the more the thing that you work on, it's very simple, the harder it is. Like many people can use Instagram, but like no one can like know how can it work, like how like really works, like technically how it works. So yes, I do face such problems like that.
Yeah, I
Also,
guess you've had the experience, right? That's another massive factor, as you said right at the start, you've done this for yourself multiple times. So
yes,
you know what it takes, you know what that sequence of events needs to be, you know what
exactly.
those triggers are, what's going to work better for certain things. So you have that practical experience that you've actually done this before. And when you bring that
Yeah.
to your client, you're not just guessing, you're not going off a book that you read, you're going off the fact that you've done this multiple times, so you actually
Based
know
on experience,
what makes
right?
a difference. Yeah, Yeah, so that's a massive piece as well. You can't beat experience. Awesome stuff, man. So you focus on social media, SMM. You do other digital as well. So you do
Yes.
SEO.
Yeah.
You do a bit of web dev as well. I saw on your site.
Web
You do,
development. Yeah.
but yeah, you sort of mostly, I guess, kind of social media focus for driving traffic, and then you'll sort of build other assets like web and SEO to kind of compound that effect. Is that sort of how you work with clients, or you'll do whatever it is that they need to build their marketing out?
You're talking about the SEO stuff, you mean?
Yeah, SEO, basically other services outside of that sort of core social media piece, like website
Um,
development. Do you see that
yes,
as an add-on to that helps with the social media stuff? Like that gives you somewhere to direct people?
we do work on our SEOs, white hat SEOs, not like the black hats. You know, the
Yeah,
tactics
dodgy
that
backlinks and what?
yes, prohibited by Google. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Google algorithm is so strict regarding the strategies, the black hat
mm,
strategies, SEO. So
yeah, yeah,
we do work like precisely on the keywords, how much volume or how much traffic they get, you
yeah,
know, and we work on like we work on page and off page SEO. On pages
yeah,
when you manage the website, off pages outside the website, like
mm,
doing interviews, link building, you know, that stuff. So it's very essential for a business to like at least to be searchable. Like if someone is going to search for you, like at least to be easy to be foundable, because the more that you are easy to be found, the more like probability to get interaction with people, or like you increase your probability of being on the platform, on Google, let's say, or on like
yeah.
on the online digital world, you know,
Yeah,
on the
well, it's
digital world.
not a maybe anymore. If you don't have a website and people can't find you, then you're going to be losing business. So yeah,
Yes,
it's
for sure.
mandatory. They need to find you both on social media and
Mhm.
through Google and Bing and all that kind of stuff as well. So yeah, super important that you can actually support all those different pieces of the puzzle as well.
Even the SEO stuff, it's like it's a long term. Basically, it's a long term
Yeah,
also.
yeah. It takes a bit of time
So
to get
people
SEO
to
going.
keep it, to keep in mind. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 for sure. Excellent, man. It sounds like you're running a tight ship there, and you're giving your clients really that breadth of knowledge, but
Mhm.
also those capabilities to be visible wherever it is that they need to be visible, whether that is web and Google or on social media and all of the social
Yeah.
media channels as well, by the sounds of it. So really, really good stuff. If there's clients or people want to connect with you and find out a bit more about you, where are some of the
Mhm.
best places for them to connect with you? Is that your website? Is that over on social? Where can people find you?
I do prefer on social media because it's really fast. Like
Mm.
I'm basically my whole day, you know, as a social media strategist.
You exist
Like
on social.
basically,
Yeah.
yeah. So Instagram, it's my best place. Like I can help
Awesome.
anyone that will reach me. And yes, for sure.
Fantastic. And as always, I'll drop all the links to Abdallah's and Crown Digital, all their social handles, so you can go connect with him over on Instagram, check out their website, and go check out their.
Perfect.
Are those bored apes on your profile photos there?
Yes, it's a derivative. It's a derivative project. So I just buy them. Like it's, you know, based on hype, like, and based like it's they are nice. So
Yeah,
yeah,
we've got the same.
that's
We've
why.
actually got the same on our agency side as well. Yeah, cool thing to
Yeah.
do. I know. So you're a bit of an NFT collector as well, so it's cool to have
Yes,
those.
I do have
Go
like
check out.
probably
Yeah, right.
five NFTs.
Yeah, right. Yeah, amazing. So go check out the contact page and yeah, check out the cool board apes they got over there. Abdallah, thanks so much. I'm glad we got to connect, mate. Enjoy the rest of your day over in Beirut.
Thank you so
Hope
much
all is
for your
well in
day.
your world. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate your time.
Okay, great. Thanks for your
Awesome.
time, and I really appreciate
Okay.
the call.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Catch you on the next
Thank
episode.
you.
Cheers.